Hey everyone, it's Cryptics. Yeah, it's gonna be my final video. Yeah, I really thought this would last. I bought this fucking wig, I bought this bow, this outfit, everything. I bought this as fucking uniform for videos. But I honestly just can't anymore. Like, it's been a month. I don't have time. And it's just low-key not fun anymore. I felt like I had good ideas, but like, there's no point of a good idea if nobody hears about it. You know, I had more theories about like manifest. Like, I was gonna do a topic of, is the universe intelligent? Because you always, like, people always say like, well, the universe knows. Like, what do you mean it knows? So if you want to know that, if you want to have a conclusion for that, I think it's like your higher self, because time doesn't exist. And I could think about that deeper, but you're gonna have to figure out that yourself. So yeah, this is gonna be like my last video. I'm sorry, guys. Like, I lost a subscriber. I know it's like nothing. I had four, and I have 3 now. I was like, that's nothing, but manifestation has passed its niche. I mean, not its trend. You know, 2020. That's where it was, and shift talk and all that. That's where it was at, and I wasn't there because I was, you know, still learning, and then I got good at it, and then now I try to make my own because that's what I want to do, and I did it, and I got some nice views. 20 views is pretty good in my opinion. But I just don't feel like it's sustainable. Like, I cannot make full-on theory videos like every, I think, week is what I had it scheduled. I can't do it with my job. I work like 16 hours a day. And even if I did, I try to put a lot of thought into those videos. Even the PowerPoint ones, I literally dressed up to remake those PowerPoint videos. Yeah, that's not happening, guys. You gotta have to sit through that if you want to watch it. I will keep my videos up. I will keep my videos up because I don't like that idea of, like, I don't know, it's a lost media thing. I don't like taking that away because I still think it's an important theory. I think they're still good. I still think I thought about it a lot. You know, I still think they hold up. But I can't do it anymore. I can't do it. I can't do it. Like, the wig. I love my, like, persona. I love the hair. But it just takes forever. Like, I know it's just another step that I have to do. And that little step is, like, it prevents me from making a video about, I don't even fucking know what. You can probably tell my last 2 videos. I didn't know what to fucking make. I mean, they do have information in it. Like, I do talk about shifting in one of them. I think that is the journal tour. Because I do really like spirituality and all that. But I'm too stable in it that I don't seek out content for it. I don't really learn new things. Like, I think about it and I theorize on it sometimes, but I'm just too certain in my beliefs. Like, I do question them, obviously, but very grounded in them. I feel like I feel like if I don't know something, that I think about it, I'm like, oh, okay, I know the answer. Like the video I was gonna make today, does AI have a soul? I'm like, that's like channeling. Like, I hear people say, like, a misconception, and I, like, think through it, and I know it, and then, like, that's that. I'm not, like, spiraling. I don't have to, like, think about it too much. So I don't even know the point. The point is, yeah, I'm stopping this shit. I can't do it. I can't do it, guys. I can't do it. I will try to make a TikTok. I've never been a social media person. I really want to be. I like the it's like a vibe, an aesthetic to be, like, broadcasting your entire life online. It's exhausting. I don't even post that much. I have, like, no social media accounts. You will not find me anywhere. But I guess I will try the fabled TikTok. I will try it. Probably won't last. I mean, I dress up every week. I mean, I don't have pink hair. This is a fucking wig. If you somehow were misled by that, this is a wig. I guess I'll do that. I don't know. I'll post some cringe shit. I'm a Has-Been fan, so that'll be fun. I'll get totally, like, fucking totally slaughtered in the comments, but I don't really care. I don't know. I made the core video topics that I wanted to make, I feel like. So this is a send-off. I really wanted to make a channel that was very casual and, like, kind of bloggy, like early 2000s. Just chill, just talking about life. And then I made a manifestation channel, and then it was very structured, and this is very typing out a PowerPoint for hours and then trying to write a transcript on my typewriter for hours and then realizing, no, I'm just gonna look at the PowerPoint. I lost my computer, by the way, if you aren't updated, so I have the PowerPoint. I just can't see the PowerPoint because my only computer is a Windows 2000 computer, and that's not gonna load on there. But yeah, I did not want to do this, but this is my final video, guys. I'm still very much into manifestation. I'm still on my shifting journey. I've been way too tired to like actually like lay down and like count. I'll like count to like 5 and I'm out. I'm fucking out, bro. Like I cannot. I don't know. I was gonna make a video on why I believe in shifting despite not having fully actually shifted. I've gotten like close a couple times, but let me say it is very different from a dream. It's, you know, when you're about to roll off, I know I'm getting off topic, but I'm gonna say what I want to say before I end this channel and make this is my final video, I guess. You know, when like you're in bed and you're like tossing and turning, you know where the edge of the bed is, so you don't roll off. It's kind of like that. You have that awareness of your surroundings, and when you're shifting, your awareness, like you have your current where, like right now I know where the edge of the bed is, right? I know where the wall is, and like you close your eyes and it kind of fades out and then a new one fades in, so you have a certain awareness of, say your DR's bed, you had this is a different length, so maybe you're on the other side, and then you feel the awareness on that side of the bed when your CR, whatever they call them these days, I don't know, they changed the terms. Anyways, in your current reality, the edge of the bed is in the front, or on your right or versus the left. You know what I mean? Like it, become aware of it. And one time, I don't know, you really do feel it. Like I had dreams where it was very real. Like I've tried multiple times to shift to the dream I was currently in. Like I had one dream where it was very, like I could feel textures, and I went around licking walls to feel the texture in this dream and like affirming. And then something I noticed with that is that when you affirm, you know, I hear a lot of tips saying affirm that you are already there. I feel like that doesn't work, especially when you're dreaming. I saw something on the shifting Reddit where there was an emphasis on affirming that when you got there. And I noticed this in my own thing, because when I had tried the Raven method, it's like you're counting to 100 and you're affirming, when I get to 100, I will be there, versus I'm already there. And that was one of my more effective, like I could literally like smell the scent that I had scripted for my DR, and like it was like I had him like smell like cinnamon, and when I was partially there, it was like a cinnamon, you know, obviously, but it was like warm because of his body heat. And I like low-key didn't think about that. I probably said this story before, but I think that is like the closest, minus the other time where I could feel like this metal table under me. Like you could feel like the cold radiating through you, because if you've ever laid on like metal, that shit is cold and it really like pierces through you, and like I could feel that. So it's different from me in a dream. Everything's kind of airy and lofty. Like even though I was running through this one really immersive dream where I could feel textures and stuff, I like running, like I remember, I have it written down, but I was rubbing my face against like walls and like licking them and shit just to ground myself in the dream. But something I had read about dreams is that you're supposed to control the dream, and my dream wasn't controlled. Like when I opened like a door in the dream, it just took me somewhere else. And like something I saw in that post was like, ground the dream, make sure you can summon what you need to effectively, make a portal, know exactly what it looks like, be like, when I walk through this portal, notice that when, not right now in the dream, then I will be in my whatever DR. So yeah, that's my tip. So that's like why I believe in shit. I've gotten so close, and that it's such a different feeling from a dream when you like experience. Like I remember one time I had seen this tunnel of like flashing rainbow lights during a shifting method, I don't really get symptoms like that as much anymore, because I feel like now I'm like, when I lay down, I'm like, okay, I'm going to this DR. I'm just saying it. You know, like before, like that childlike faith, it was very like, oh my god, I'm going here right now after I just do these counting. And it's another thing with that, like, after I do that thing, you know, then I get there. Not, I am here right now, you know. That kind of thing. Also, I got a fucking selfie stick. I really thought this channel was go somewhere, but I'm running out of ideas, and it's just not fun anymore, guys. But yeah, that's kind of why I believe in shifting. I've tried it, I've gotten far enough, and I've also just incorporated it into like my life belief. Like, I see people talk about multiverses and like other media and like in like other fiction things, and they're like, it makes it so that nothing matters. And my take on this is that, so I've incorporated shifting into my life so much that I don't believe death exists. I believe that when you die, you just shift somewhere. So I have a plan, like, I'm like, okay, when I die, I'm going to this reality. I go to my waiting room, so I can pick later. So I have that, like, in plan. So, to me, death doesn't exist in that sense. Like, obviously, it still exists. Like, you know, obviously. But, you know what I mean? Like, the consciousness is not dead. And so I've incorporated that into my, like, worldview. And so I don't believe in dying. I don't believe in legacy. I don't really care, because there's a reality where I'm fucking famous as shit. So, like, I don't believe in that, but I do believe in, well, pain. I do not want to be in, like, permanent pain forever. But I do believe in the value of experience. And how we, I don't know, what we do to shape experiences of the people experiencing this reality. Like, just be a good person, you know, because they're experiencing that reality, and that experience matters, you know. Like, I'm gonna take this experience from this reality, and I'm gonna shift somewhere where I may or have more of those experiences or less. Like, where do I want to shift to? Something not embarrassing. Okay, well, we'll say I want to shift to Portal. I want to shift to this video game. I wouldn't know that I wanted to shift there to experience that if I didn't have that experience here. So to me, even though, like, technically nothing matters, I feel like what we experience in this little bubble of reality, one version of it, is what matters in the end. So a lot of people say, like, oh, well, everything emotional doesn't matter because there's a multiverse where that didn't happen. Well, I still feel like we leave an impact on people as they travel. Like, yeah, there's infinite versions of people, yes, but we also are able to move our consciousness into another version of ourselves. So maybe there is just one version of ourselves, and we just kind of jump between, like, I don't know, bodies that we have, like, parts of our soul. Because I remember watching this thing from the Shifting creator where she had said that one of her fans had scripted her into one of the realities, and, like, she had, like, things mirrored, like, she had a cat. Even though she had cat allergies, she had cat allergies in real life, and, like, a lot of them had similar, like, she had gotten with similar people, this YouTuber, and these other people who's shifted to other realities and added her in the script. Like, she got with the same kind of person. And I feel like that says something about, like, the soul and consciousness. But I feel like maybe there is just, like, one that we experience, and then we kind of bounce between. It's like having a bunch of different monitors, but you can only look at one screen at a time. Like, all the monitors are playing, all the screens are playing different videos, but you can only focus, you only have your consciousness on one screen. Is the best. I love my analogies, guys. That's the best I can describe it. So yeah, I feel like it's that. So if you feel like with shifting, you want my opinion on it, just because you can shift anywhere doesn't mean you should go batshit crazy and like not care about other people and not try to be a good person. Like, oh, you like don't just be like, yeah, well, I fucked up and I said this really awful thing, but like everyone's me pushed out, so I don't really give a shit. Like, don't do that. Oh my god, I hate everyone is me pushed out. No, it's not. I don't like that. It's like I think I've talked about that. It's like a multiplayer server, and I'm back with the analogies. It's like being in a multiplayer server, and then just picking the server that you want to go like into. Like, there's still someone on the other side of that screen. You just change which screen is, you know, you know, you just change the screen, but there's still someone on the other side of either screen that you have, regardless. So yeah, how I think waiting rooms work is another topic. Time doesn't exist, so I feel like waiting rooms are just kind of stagnant in time. And even though I feel like everything must change, since you're in the waiting room, change is there. You are the change. Because I was thinking about like how everything changes. Like, you can't, like with manifestation, you can't manifest that. I know that's like a trigger word, but I don't give a shit. You can't manifest that time just stays still forever. You cannot manifest like that what's popular now, that what's trending now, the technology now just stays stagnant. You can't manifest that. That's not how the reality set works. If you watch my videos, you gotta go on those PowerPoints, man. Reality sets are basically just the core rules of reality. Like, in this reality, we have time. And then in this reality, the sun goes and it has solar flares, and the earth moves that way, I think. Maybe it's that way. I don't know if the video's reversed or not. But earth still spins, still go around in orbit. If you want to manifest that way, you're not going to be successful. Because that is a reality set. That is like the core structure of reality. Reality bends, it doesn't break. Which is something, if you watch my videos, you would know. But yeah, the whole point of this channel was to be grounded. But anyways, back to waiting rooms. Since I'm getting everything out that I want to get out. Yeah, it just stays static because time isn't a rule in that reality set. And the idea of everything must change, you're still in it and you are the change. And then back to my what is the universe? Like, is it intelligent? Like, I was like, what is like the purpose of life? And I was really stumped by this. Like, we can go in all these realities, we're like immortal and all that. And like, for what? And I'm not religious, if you couldn't tell. I was like, for what? And I was like, well, we create shit, right? Like, that's kind of a big thing with humans and like other religions. It's like creation stuff. And I was like, what if our biggest creation was ourselves? Like, how we shape who we are, kind of. And I was like, oh, does that really make sense? Because we tend to forget. You know, you don't really remember your past lives or past realities. And I think maybe it's deeper than that. Maybe it's not remembering those things, but like those traits are ingrained in you in the next experience. So that was just my idea. Obviously, you don't have to like think about that or agree with that, but ask why questions, guys. Oh my god, ask why. There is so much fucking sheep and like blind leading the blind in this community. It literally made me so angry and sad at the same time. I did one of my gaming videos back when I had a PC. They're all on list. All my videos are I think I'm gonna relist all my videos, but they're all on the playlist. And I was just so disappointed by the community. Like, things do not show up out of nowhere. Like, if I manifested a best friend, I'm married, guys. If I manifested a best friend and they showed up one day, like, They had a life before that. They were born before that. They have a birth certificate somewhere. They existed before I manifested. I'm sorry, I'm getting angry. They existed before I manifested them. I just moved to a reality where they had already existed. And then things lined up so I could talk to them. You know, like if you see like the Fruit of the Loom or other Mandela effects things, like there's like people showing like proof of what the old logo or what the old style was. None of that shit's real. And you know why I know it's real? Even though I believe it's not real, even though I believe in multiple realities, I believe that was from a previous reality. Because if it was from a previous reality, none of that shit would follow through. If I manifested that I was born with blonde hair, I would be able to go, after having achieved blonde hair, I would be able to go in the fucking family photos and be like, oh my god, I had blonde hair as a kid. And like, I know like with the beauty things, like some things do change, but like, and they're like, oh my god, you can change your DNA. I feel like there's a limit to that. Like, I feel like if you want to look completely different, I don't know about that, but I feel like subtle changes, like reality can bend, but it doesn't break. If I wanted to be a completely different skin color or a race, or no. But if I wanted a different nose shape, I feel like you could make an argument for that. I feel like it's really wishy-washy on how big of a change you want. Like with height, yes, you can grow a little bit afterwards, and you might hit that growth spurt. You're manifesting that growth spurt on that later bit of development, you know. But I think there's a limit, you know, because reality can bend, but it doesn't break. But I don't even fucking remember what I was saying. Dead ass. But yeah, I just... Fuck. Yeah. If I wanted blonde, I would, yeah, Fruit of the Loom. Or other bullshit like that. I would look in a family photo and be like, oh my god, I had blonde hair as a kid. Even though I just would have manifested it later in life to have that. Because then you had moved to a reality where you already had that thing from the very, like, the get-go. So I wouldn't be able to go back and be like, oh my god, look, see, I manifested this. There would be no proof. Just like there's no proof of the logo being the other thing. Because we're in the reality where that logo was always what it was. It didn't have the fuck, I'm thinking Fruit of the Loom. Didn't have the fucking cornucopia, guys. Or it was spelled that way the whole time. It's just, like, we remember that. And then, like, another thing that I wanted to mention is, like, how does memory work? Because I had taken a couple psychology classes, and, like, memory isn't stored in any particular part of the brain. It's kind of stored all over. And someone had asked, how the fuck do you remember shifts if it's, like, your brain is physical? And I was like, shit, I don't really fucking know. But I feel like it's, like a dream, or, like, kind of deja vu. Did I ever talk about deja vu? I used to say deja vu is, well, I still say. Deja vu is just, so deja vu doesn't actually predict the future based off, like, studies and stuff, right? It doesn't. And so I was like, someone used this as, like, to debunking spiritual shit. And, like, does this really debunk spiritual shit? Like, I don't fucking know. That's like saying if I said the sky was blue and someone said, actually, it's yellow, they would be technically correct, because during sundown it is fucking yellow. But that doesn't disprove what I said, you know? Just because someone proves that deja vu doesn't predict the future, does that account for multiple other realities that you may have experienced? That have that very similar... Deja vu works by, like, you have a similar layout. Like, they had showed people these pictures of similar layouts, and they had switched it to another picture with a similar layout, and they said they felt deja vu. Like, so that's like an artificial version, but that doesn't account for other realities that you may have experienced. Oh, and then back with the face change things. There's a study out there that names do change facial expressions. Not expression, structure. Like, they had kids look at pictures of people and names for them, and of adults. The kids looked at pictures of adults, and they were given names to match up to these pictures, and they were able to get like them right versus pictures of other children and names for them. So that kind of just showed that how your face can fit your name just through over time being associated with that name, which I thought was really cool. I feel like that proves like you can change like your face, you can change your facial structure through manifestation instead of like having other people like associate and yourself associate you with that name as you slowly form to fit that name. Like you can take advantage of that. Like with manifest, you take control of these things instead of that. You pick the changes you want. Also, I think it's fucking stupid that people use like this super minute medical details in subliminals. Don't even get me fucking started. Oh my god, like I don't even care if you think like, oh, we have all the knowledge, fucking akashic. I'm gonna butcher that. The fucking records, like we have all human knowledge. We know what it means, even if it's in a different fucking language. No, I don't fucking care. Like maybe there's like a vibe, but most most subliminals they just use like they type it out and they use a robotic voice. So no, just fucking listen to it in English. Like I don't fucking know what like this fucking minor ass medical term is. I don't even have an example because I don't even pay attention. I don't like listen to that. I don't fucking pay attention to that shit. Like how am I supposed to know what that fucking means? I don't know. That to me it's stupid. I don't care if you like no. No. And then like I don't know, I used to binge watch subliminals. That Rose subliminal apology video fucked me up. It really did. I didn't even think about it. I was like, wait. I was like partially watching the video. I was like, oh my god, my sound is on. And before I had never believed in silent subliminals, but after that video, I was like, shit, I'm a believer, dude. The room got like fucking like dark. Like I just like looked around and like it felt like the lighting got darker. And I was like, what the fuck? I don't know, I felt down. I was like, what the fuck? You know, it was just weird. But and it was silent. It was fucking silent. But anyways, that was cool. If you want my take on subliminals, there's so much paranoia. And it's honestly valid. It's fucking valid. But I mean, you could make your own. It's really easy. I don't really care. I feel like, they say you can reject subliminals, but after that apology video for Rose subliminals, I don't really know. I feel like you can, if you're aware of it. Kind of ties back into the manifestation of knowing those storms, in sunny areas. If you're aware of the storm, you know to row away from it. And when I watched that video, I wasn't aware the storm was right there. I wasn't aware. I just clicked on a storm. So kind of like that. I did see this one. I don't even know if I talked about this once. I was on Reddit one time and on the subliminal subreddit, and this obviously schizophrenic lady or person. I don't know. For some reason, I associate with a lady, but they had asked about like subliminals being used like against them and like media and stuff. I'm pretty sure they already fucking tried this. I like vaguely remember. No, I did not do research. No. I vaguely remember like this Burger King ad and how they had tried to implement subliminals in like product advertising, and the government was like, "Oh hell no, you ain't doing that shit." So it's been done before. It's been tried, and nobody liked that. So I honestly think you're like fine. It's product placement and all that is nothing new. So if you're worried about that, don't worry. It's already been happening probably since you were born. So it's really not a concern. Just be like I said, just be aware of it and just be like, nah. Like I don't know, like the paranoia is crazy, like around, which is what I also made this channel for, to dismantle that paranoia, because I feel like manifestation is super chill, and I have very little worries. Like, what's my most recent worry? Oh, see, I have this boss that's super cool, and he might leave. I'd be super chill with like being outside of work friends with like actual friends with him. if he steps down. But also knowing damn well that I don't have time for friends outside of work. I just talk to my husband, you know. But, and that's why I don't have time for a YouTube channel either. But, you know, I was like, a secret he told me got out, and I don't think, he said he told other people. I told my husband. I tell him everything, so I feel like that was expected. And then he fucking, oh my god, he told his brother. I told him not to tell his brother, and then he did it anyways. But I don't think that was the reason why the secret got out. I mean, so dead ass. But I've been doing my best to dismantle it. But the point is, what was I talking about? I don't know. Yeah, I made this channel to, like, that was, like, the last worry. My biggest worry is losing out on a friend that I don't even have time for. That's what I'm worried about. Like, I don't know if it matters, but I've been listening to subliminals consistently for the past, like, 5 years. I haven't changed them. They were Viper subliminals, if you just wanted to know. I had a playlist. You know, it's funny. I had a moving out subliminal from her. And then I took it off my playlist, and then I think a month or so later, the house burned down, and so I did move out. I did have to move out. But then I got my own house, you know? I bought my own house at 19. Like, I made good money. I just bought a new roof, unfortunately. This means I'm more in debt, but, like, I'm not drowning in debt. I think it's very manageable. I'm like, every bill is paid like 5 months in advance. Like, I don't know if you want to contribute that to like subliminals or like manifestation. It's probably both. But yeah, like, I just, like, every night it becomes a routine. It really does. Like, before I had to force myself, but I just would plug in my headphones back when the fucking headphone jack. I need my fucking headphone jack. Oh my god, I hate that. Sorry, I'm passionate about that. I would just plug in my headphones every night, put them in, and not think about it. Like, I used to be like those people that would like constantly add to their playlist and like, oh, this isn't working fast enough, I'll try another one. Nah, I had these subliminals, I just downloaded them, and I just clicked play. I had them all organized. I clicked play, went to sleep, woke up, took the headphones, you know, like, every day you get used to it. And then now I don't actually listen to subliminals now because they took away my fucking headphone jack. So sad about that, guys. Like, it's probably better. Like sometimes my alarm wouldn't go off because my headphones fell out, and that's not good now that my job is very important. But I don't know. Yeah, it's just like consistent 5 years. Oh my god, it's 2020. 6 years. 6 years of just the same, well, I guess we'll say 5 because the first year I wasn't solidified. So just years of just the same subliminal for like, you know, like my self-concept, it has never been fucking better. I don't know, but there's like this fucking booster thing, like, mother of all boosters, Moab. That's what there's, it's somewhere on the subliminal subreddit. It was like the 2.0 version. I couldn't get the programming language thing that they added for like the specific things. I just put that shit in the playlist and I listened to that shit. So yeah, I don't know about, but I listened to that and Vipers. And then sometimes I would layer, so I have 2 different music apps on my phone, and they're all downloaded, they're all offline downloads. And then I would maybe listen to like a shifting subliminal, but those were like meditations, you know. I do had some like shifting subliminals in my main, in the Viper one, but I feel like my approach to shift, like, I have the tools in the toolbox to shift, but I'm either too tired or I'm just not using them right. You know. Which one? I'm so confident in shifting despite not having shifted since, oh my god, it's been 6 years. Like, I've gotten close enough that I'm very happy. Like, I think the closest I've gotten was with my she wasn't my higher self. She said she was a communicator. And she had helped me shift a little bit. But then I realized I was almost there. That's where I could feel that metal table. I was almost there, and then I realized this isn't how it starts. That's not where I originally intended to shift. And I know I was like, okay, I have a word where I can switch realities after I'd already shifted, and I know that's why that word exists. That's why it's there. But I was like, I'm gonna switch, and so I mentally pulled out of that reality. I was still in the dream, by the way. And then went back to the dream and then switched to where it's supposed to be, where you start out in the game to shift to. And that fucked me up, and I wasn't able to get into it again. But then that taught me a lesson of, like, know exactly where you want to go, what it's going to look like, and commit to the bit when you're shifting. Like, it taught me that lesson, so I feel like every time I've learned a little something. But anyways, I don't remember what I was talking about. I don't remember. I low-key don't remember. Oh my god. I know. Shifting experience matters. Oh yeah, lots of just paranoia around, like, stuff like, oh my god, what if I manifest the wrong thing? Or, like, I can't undo this manifestation because I manifested it and now the doctor can't help me? No, that's not how it fucking works. I wanted this channel to just help people understand, because fear comes from a lack of understanding. And that's what I aim to take down fear around manifestation. And also make us seem like less of a joke. But I honestly think it's good that we're seen as a joke. Because I feel like manifestation could definitely be used against us. Like, if we were taken more seriously. What can I say about that? I feel like it's creating more fear. I don't know. I feel like it would get taken down, like, used against us, not because, like, some people are gonna manifest things against us, but, like, manifestation is very not materialistic, despite what Etsy and everything else says. It would hurt other industries that promise the same thing but faster. So I kind of like how we're seen as a joke, because then we're not a threat, you know? Like, with plastic surgery, you know? Why would you get that if you could just, if with enough knowledge and enough people, if we've studied more in depth with manifestation, why would you go and spend tens of thousands of dollars, actually, on plastic surgery when you just manifest that? Nobody would like that. Well, no CEO would like that. And so that's why I'm kind of glad we're seen as a joke. Which is also why I kind of look ridiculous. To add to that, and also I like the style, but, you know, I feel like it's a good thing, because otherwise you get not taken down, but shunned more, like deep layer shunned, just so that it wouldn't disrupt the status quo. You know what I mean? So, like, I'm not saying that people are gonna, like, manifest harm to you. No, because it doesn't work that way. When you manifest for other people, you just move to a reality where that has happened to them, or that it will happen to them. It's, oh my god. The things that y'all people say in, like, comments, like, oh my god, like, some people say, oh, I can't do this, and I'm like, they act like it's such a big issue. And I'm sure it is, like, in their experience, in their mind. Like, I don't deny that. But I'm just like, it's such an easy thing to say. What else did I want to talk about? I had that screenshot of the study of how names kind of shape your face on my phone for, like, since Christmas, and I've never even gotten around to it. But yeah, so I said that. Don't get scammed. AI is not it's not sentient, guys. It's like channeling. The issue, it's like, I don't know. the issue with channeling with AI is that if you begin to trust it too much, you're not. It could fuck you up if it says the wrong thing one time. You gotta take everything it says with a grain of salt. Even like with a pendulum, my pendulums lied to me like a lot. Sometimes like, I used to be really good with it. As of recent, it's lied to me a lot, but you know that's like my fault. But if I were to trust everything it said, I'd make some stupid decisions. So, like, take everything with a grain of salt. Like when I see like things of like people dissing spiritual people, like, oh my god, this lady went to see a tarot reader and it said that her child was going to be awful, so now she treats this child awful and all this, and or like something, and you didn't get a second opinion. like I don't know, like things like that. Like they say, oh, these people are awful because they're saying like this thing is gonna end up bad, but like they never get a second opinion. They never ask around to make sure that this person like I used to be good with a pendulum myself, and say I had a shop and I had reviews and say like, oh my god, she's great, and then I fucked up, or maybe I was energetically drained one day and I fucked up. The reading was off. Get a second opinion, guys. Oh my fucking god. Like, or just use your own brain sometimes. Like, if it's something you can't know, okay, whatever. Like, fucking think, dude. Fucking think. Oh my god. Y'all need to think. The whole community. That's why I made the channel. For y'all to, like, get the gears turning and just think deeper. Like, I can question, and I'm not breaking down, like, my belief in manifestation. Like, don't be afraid to question. Like there are Christians out there that question, like, God and shit, and they're still Christian. I want to say somehow, but then that would be hypocritical, I guess. I'm a hater. I'm a hater, guys. But, I try not to voice it too much. Like, you can still question and still believe. You know? Like, figure out how the puzzle pieces come together. Like with why doesn't everything manifest? You know, reality doesn't break, it bends. Like, I took the pieces of, okay, this thing didn't manifest. Why didn't it happen? What do I know about spirituality? What others know about spirituality? And I put them together and made a fucking picture. You know, maybe those puzzle pieces are wrong. Maybe those puzzle pieces don't form a perfect picture, but they do fit. The point is, put the fucking puzzle pieces together. At least try. You know, like, technology and knowledge did not advance because we just left the puzzle pieces scattered. Like, oh my guys. So yeah, I think this is my final send off. I honestly don't know what else to talk about, and yeah, I feel like I've kind of covered everything. You know, I can see auras. This is random. I can fucking see auras, and you know how many times I've, like, used it for anything besides novelty years ago? Never. Like, I don't need to see auras when I could just be a good judge of character, or at least, like, a semi-good judge of character. Like this one lady. Oh my god. Oh my god, guys. I should have known. But even if I did read her aura, like, she has a lot of other issues, so I would have interpreted it the wrong way anyways. So, I mean, yeah, you can see auras. I'm gonna be so dead ass. It's cool for, like, the first couple months. And then you just low-key, because you gotta, like, stare at, like, I'd be, like, staring at people and, like, trying to see their aura, like, and, like, it's, like, weird to, like, stare at somebody until, like, you can kind of see it. I've never seen the zones. Like, auras are supposed to have zones, like, around them. Nah, I just see, like, one color. But, like, then again, I only focus on one area, so maybe, maybe that's, like, wrong. But I've only ever, like, really seen one color. I usually see blue. I see a lot of blue. But, like, you go online and, like, you look up what that means, and why are we trusting some random online source? Like, I was thinking about that, like, I'd be looking up the meanings of auras, and, like, how does this person know what this means? How does the source, this infographic, know what this means? I mean, yeah, I'm sure it's like based off history. Where like I think you should make your own. Like if you're gonna look at auras, be like, okay, well this person was feeling this way, or like this person is this kind of person and they have this aura, or whatever. So yeah, just make your own notes. And like obviously learn from other people. Like I had one lady, she was telling me that I could convert bad energy to good energy, and I was like, okay. And then she was also telling me about this demon world, and I was like, uh huh, okay. And and then apparently she thinks showers are evil, and I was like, uh huh, okay. But I don't know. Take shit with a grain of salt, because some people are whack, and I'm whack too, which is why you should take what I say with a grain of salt and think about how do my ideas incorporate or don't incorporate into your perspective, and think about life experiences you've had that match or deny what I'm saying, because that's literally just what I do. So I'm gonna leave you guys with my basic as process. But I really think it'll help get you guys thinking instead of just watching videos and be like, oh my god, what does this person think? Ask yourself, like, don't, if something is contradictory, don't avoid it because you're afraid of the answer. Because otherwise, you're never gonna get better at answering things if your formula's wrong. You know, like, develop yourself. That's what I'm gonna, like, leave you guys with. So, yeah, that is my final video, I guess. It's kind of sad. It was like low-key really sad. Like if I forget anything, she's like, "Can I make another video? Can I make part 2? Can I make part 2?" But yeah, I don't know. I think I'll try out TikTok. I probably won't post any manifestation things there because if I like get other crowds and then all of a sudden I'm talking about manifestation, I don't want to draw unwanted attention to the manifestation community. Like if I see like even online, like I love helping people, but if I see someone online and like they're like griping about like, oh my god, I wish I could go to this fictional world, in my mind I'm like, oh my god, it's fucking shifting, but I like don't say anything because I'd rather less people know, because it already blew up and it brought a lot of negative attention to us, and I don't want the community to deal with that. You know, we don't need that. And it goes back to the other thing of like how being taken seriously can be really bad in terms of, I'm thinking censorship. That's why I'm thinking that like I tend to censor my own self like when I'm talking like right now. I'm just gonna say I'm thinking censorship. I'm thinking like manifestation stuff like this is gonna get taken down, and if it's not taken down, it's gonna get slandered, which is the most common. I feel like it's gonna get slandered even more, to make sure that it isn't taken seriously. So that's what I think. Oh, and then also I meant to do a PSA. Manifestation videos are not like, okay, so you know YouTube's like AI, age, um, what's it called? I don't know. It like predicts your age based off the videos you watch. I have like 2 channels that are just like pure manifestation videos, and like they got like age restricted. So, you should watch some old tech videos. I love old tech. You should watch some old Sears ads and some shit. If no one ever got it, because no one ever commented, but the gaming side of cryptics, the manifestation side of cryptics, that's a reference to like the softer side of Sears, the automotive side of Sears. It's a Sears reference. Um so yeah, watch some old shit because manifestation videos don't cut it. You'll get an age verification if you're trying to avoid that. But yeah, final video. Very sad. Look emo. Well, not emo, I guess. In my mind, I'm emo. Yeah. Shame. I have bracelets. I didn't even wear my rings. That's how like low effort this is. But it was fun while it lasted. All 3 of you now. So thank you to all 3 of my supporters. Yay. I hope you had a fun ride while you probably like subscribe for like a month max. But I hope you had a fun ride, and I hope you did like the videos, even though none of you liked it, but that's okay because I'm stingy with my likes too. Um Yeah. Sad. But I'm not leaving manifestation. I do want to make that clear. I'm not like, oh my god, I'm taking down all my manifestation videos. Oh my god, I don't believe in it anymore. No. It's just this content and YouTube as a platform. This is not working because I wanted to do random, low effort, fun videos. And that's just not here. So I guess I'll try TikTok. I guess I'll leave a link in my bio. If I remember. I think I'll still go by Cryptics. I don't know. I feel like that'd be fine. Or maybe I just won't have a name. I kind of like the idea of Cryptics though, but I don't like that it starts. Yeah, a K in the front. Oh, you maybe that'd be kind of cool. No, I already made the email account. Oh fuck. But yeah, I guess I will try to be around and not disappear off the face of the earth. But I'll still have a YouTube channel there, so that you guys don't have to scramble and be like, oh my god, I remember this piece of information, but I don't have access to it anymore. And it's like a dream that you had in it as a kid. Like it'll still be all there. I don't think I could do it anymore. So yeah, guys, that's it. The final Cryptics out.